Welcome to Non-Hollywood. Japanese cinema have made some amazing historical movies, which will not only give us great stories and battles, but also a deep dive into Japanese history. After watching these movies, I became more curious on the Japanese history. So today we thought of ranking top 10 Japanese historical movies. In this list, some fictional movies are also included, so without any delay, let's get started. Floating Castle. This film is based on true events on how a small army of only 500 fight against a massive army of 20,000 people. This event takes place in 15th century when the Oshi castle is attacked by the most powerful lord with 20,000 soldiers. On the other hand, the Lord of Oshi is often underestimated due to his free nature and lack of military experience. But what he lacks in experience is covered with his intelligence and strategies. Did he and his man successfully defend the castle with only 500 soldiers is the story all about. Most of the historical films in this list are dead serious, but this film mixes a great amount of comedy and they are quite funny as well. So if you're looking for stories like Red Cliff with a touch of comedy, then this movie is a perfect fit for you. Blade of Immortal. This film is a live-action adaptation of manga with the same name. The story follows a skilled samurai who's cursed with immortality after a brutal fight. He's cursed and as a result he can't die until he atones for his past sins. Years later, a young girl named Rin requests him to help her get revenge on a group of master swordsmen who murdered her parents. He accepts it and becomes her protector. Together they face many powerful enemies. Along the way he begins to care for Rin like a sister and slowly finds meaning in protecting her. Sekigahara. This film is based on one of the most important battles in Japanese history, a battle that would decide who rules Japan for the next 250 years. This film takes place right after the events of Hideyoshi, a low-born general who unites the Japan under warlords. But before he could pass on the position to his son, he dies. With Hideyoshi dying, this becomes a perfect opportunity for the warlords to take control over the country. With changing loyalties, Ishida, a brilliant strategist, decides to fight back against the warlords. With massive armies against him, he has to find a way to win and protect his late master's legacy. Will he able to do it? What follows is a massive battle sequence. When the Last Sword is Drawn. This film is set during a period where Japanese wanted to open up to foreign trade, and the Japanese political power and the society were broken into two factions. One faction supporting the powerless empire who wants to open up Japan for trade, and the other one supporting the shogunate who is a kind of military dictator. In this chaotic situation, the film shows the journey of a poor samurai who joins the samurai group supporting the shogunate to feed his family. At first, other samurais think he is greedy and dishonorable because he always talks about money a lot. But as time passes by, they realize he's actually brave, loyal and selfless, fighting only to protect his loved ones. This film has a lot of character development, a bit slow but definitely worth watching. Kingdom. This film blends huge war sequences into an emotional story of friendship between Shin and Piao. But as time passes by, Piao raises in rank and goes to palace. He soon returns badly wounded, and before dying he asks Shin to protect a boy who looks exactly like him. That boy is the true king. But now he's forced into hiding after a coup. As promised, Shin joins him battling traitors, assassins and the entire armies. This film is a journey of Shin from nobody to someone who can change the future of Shin dynasty. The visuals and the battle sequence are massive and making it a visual spectacle for everyone. The Last Samurai. I know this film is in Japanese production, but the entire film takes place in Japan, and it's a masterpiece hard to ignore. This film explores the time when the shogunate rule has ended over Japan. Now, the newly formed modern army under the Japanese government needs a trainer to help them with training in modern warfare. They hire an American army captain to help them with training and defeating the rebel samurai group. In a battle, the American is captured by the rebel samurai group, but the captured American with time changes and learns the samurai ways and the deeply rooted Japanese culture. A changed man and emotionally attached to the rebel clan members, what will he do with conflicting loyalties is the film all about. 13 Assassins. Directed by the legendary director Takashi Miike, this film is the one which brought him global fame for his style of action. It's set in 1800s, following 13 assassins including one hunter and 12 samurais. They were all on a mission to assassinate the evil lord, who is half-brother of the Japanese army commander. The lord used his power in a very sadistic way to enjoy the pain of others. So these 13 assassins plan to kill him and bring peace to Japan. They find a perfect opportunity when the lord is traveling to a village with only 200 soldiers. This film has a massive battle sequence in the climax, and everything else in the film is a setup for that great battle. Kagemusha, one of the classic from Japanese cinema, directed by Akira Kurosawa. This film tells the story of a petty thief whose life takes an unexpected turn when he is chosen as a body double for one of the most powerful lords. But in an unexpected twist, the lord dies. The thief takes lord's place in order to prevent the rivalry clans from discovering the lord died, because if they discover, they will launch an invasion. The thief must play his part right or things will go disastrous. As clouds of war looms over the kingdom, can this thief, with no political or tactical experience, lead the generals successfully without them noticing, is the story all about. The visual style of this film is so good. I recommend watching this film in a remastered version. Ren. This historical political movie tells the story of a king who divides his kingdom into 3 parts for his 3 sons. He does it to maintain peace and stability. But little does he know that his elder son turns against him, while the youngest, who is honest, is banished. As war breaks out between brothers, the king loses everything: the power, the soldiers, and his sanity. What happens after this is the story all about. Apart from great action and the visuals, there are stunning battle sequences in this film. It's a must-watch for all the historical film lovers. By the way, this film is directed by Akira Kurosawa, and it's a classic in Japanese cinema. The Hidden Fortress. This is the same film which inspired Star Wars, Akira Kurosawa's finest work. Akira Kurosawa is such a legendary director that his films alone will make the top 10 Japanese historical movies. They are that good. It tells the story of 2 peasants who agrees to escort a man and a woman across enemy territories in exchange for gold, without knowing the true identity that the man is a general and the woman is the princess. But along the journey they face many dangers and slowly show courage and loyalty. It's a mix of adventure, humor, and heroism in a brilliant way. It's a must-watch film for every film lover. If you have enjoyed our suggestions until now, please like the video and comment down below what content we should suggest next.